This was updated, I think. And OBS is still telling me this is no good. Why? Are we fine? Are we cool? No, we are not cool, apparently. Hey, thank goodness this is a text-based game. Which I don't remember what I was doing last time. I have written down a bunch of numbers, bunch of room names. I think we were supposed to venture into someone's mind, or mind cube, something like that. Wait, not this. Ask Kadir is to use the Mercaster, yes. Enter the endless gate. That would be a horrible mistake. Discover more about past. Working on that, find the owner of the Mercaster. Eritis. Alright, found what? I read it and I forgot it. See if Eritis has done something to the labyrinth. Can I talk to you? Rin Eritis. What happened to the shepherd's crook I found in the alcove anyway? A shepherd probably took it? Took it in the dark place, maybe a labyrinth, maybe they took it there. He flinches as though someone has slapped his forehead and the glow returns to its normal brilliance. Shepherds aren't interesting, he says slowly. We should stop talking about them and where they're hiding now. What do you know about this place, anyway? He starts around, rubbing his forehead. I've been here before, I know I have. But I'm not here anymore, I'm sure of that. What did you do?
Go.
I don't think I have your room number, tomb number. First cast off, old wound. Press buttons randomly, because that's a thing as well.
Yes, now. Yes, now.
Other than going to certain death, I don't remember what we are supposed to do that won't progress the main plot. Wait.
All right.
They are all 4 numbers. I cannot do it. Okay. 2134.
Let's go.
If by mere accident I'll get something, it would be amazing.
On it.
Oh, I forgot about this. Right there, transferring me somewhere in the close vicinity. Hello. All you can tell about this man is that he is clothed in red robes, with a pipe in one hand and a staff in the other. Is he a weary traveler, a seeker of relics? Perhaps the pipe and staff are heirlooms from his ancestry. One thing is not questioned. The look of disgust on his face. You're an explorer. Ugh. Let me guess. Tantalum sent you down here too, didn't he? He tell you to come find Hero? Well, you found me. Tantalum, that trick. That Solden leak nibber. That's crapustalk. I'll bet he does this to everyone, sends them off on a wild chase with promises of deep and secret knowledge, and then laughs about it to himself. What are you doing here? I'm an explorer, relic hunter, theorist, and now, apparently, the man who missed his funding deadline and his investors because of a stupid prank by that craft eater Tantalum. You know him too? Unfortunately, I was looking for ways to tie together a theory about certain gravity-bending civilizations, but Tantalum diverted me by saying I would find my answers if I read enough to him. So yes, I know him. That bastard. How many tomes have you read? If you ask Tantalum, not enough. If you ask me, too many. Have you found anything in your explorations? Crafts kissed. In other words, precisely nothing. That's not precisely true. I found this worthless piece of junk in a tomb. The atlas dropped there by some other sub duped into Tantalum's errands. Worthless. Can't even break it down for shins. Here, a reminder not to listen to buffoons. Though I suppose I must admit to having learned something. I've learned that death is inevitable and that Tantalum is a fraud. And that my own death draws closer every second I waste on his foolish task. Says, patting Hero's ankle. I didn't ask for comfort, but gods, I'll take it. Have you found anything else? No, nothing except the truth that death creeps closer every moment. If I ever see Tantalum again, I'll show him what these tombs are good for. I'll inherit him myself. You know what? I'm going to find him right now. He strays away, realizes that you have spoken to him, and stops. He turns. My apologies, you're not to blame. Farewell, yourself. So we might have lost an NPC. Hey. Not bad, not bad.
All right, Ren, you can do this.
Fine.
He's still alive. What a shame. I've read 40 tomes. No, you certainly haven't. Don't be like the others. People always prone to exaggeration. Do the work, friend. Do the work. I met a man named Hero. He said that you're a fraud. Did he? Oh, that's a pity. I was going to mention him to you and tell you not to follow his path. Hero's not dedicated. He doesn't have the ability to stay the course. I'm sure you will, though. Well, I met Silver. He said he knew you. Ah, and how is that delightful creature? How has it been doing on his particular task? What is he? What kind of creature? A human, I suspect, though in a strange shape. A strange shape indeed. What answer is he looking for? Oh, that's for him to decide. But I imagine it's not an answer he seeks. More like he's seeking himself, or itself, if you prefer. What can I buy from you? Nothing interesting, I imagine. Do I have in here? This is an artifact. Within the endless loop of the strange alembic, golden fluid fluffs, fumes, and then precipitates back into the boiling beaker where it began. You cannot quite trace the pathway the substance follows. It almost seems that it is not a liquid at all, but rather some kind of organism endlessly and agonizingly transmuted within the unbreakable confines of the device. You withdraw the coiled mirror caster from your belongings and weigh it in your hands. It is lighter than it appears. The liquid within combs at your touch. The mirror contained within the device does not calm. It hisses and boils, filling your mind with small, crude shadows. A headache builds behind your eyes, but despite that, even because of it, you feel compelled to sink into it, to let it wash over you. The liquid within the tubes lies utterly still, no matter which way you tilt the contraption. Occasionally, a bubble pops against the glass and something within the device shudders. Enter it. The sunrise gives the sea a blazing golden sheen, and all the city, from the far harbor shanties to the splendid square just below you, basks in its light. The breeze blows fresh and brisk off the water. The song of night birds gives way to the chatter of clerks and toads, and your black-veined hands, twisted like talons, tremble on the windowsill. Behind you, men bicker about tests and shins, about a rot that has reached the heart and brain and cannot be cut out. You turn away from the window and face the men, just as the closest of them, a one-armed servant in sumptuous garb, cries that there must be more than can be done, whatever the cost. But the other, a surgeon, snaps back. I am no Mount Blanc like Jalipa flinging ciphers at a slick till there are no more shins to shake loose. It is not healing to stir false hope in those doomed to die. They break off the debate to look at you way. You don't recognize them at all, but plainly they know you and expect you to speak. Sorry, I was somewhere else. As you stammer out your confusion, the servant's eyes widen with understanding. He steps closer to you and, in an almost tender gesture, he lifts a hand toward your face. His one hand, his one arm, his other side smoothly swaddled in silk. I am Quardogo, your grace. You know me. And without it quite being so, he is right. Even poisoned as your body is, it feels the flash of friendship. And this is Aram of the Highland. He has been treating your condition. The surgeon gives a slight nod, adding, my services are at an end, your grace. The roots have spread too far, too deep. What the wind sowed must now be reaped. How long do I have? Days, perhaps, no more than a week. It grows as it will, and will blossom when it is ready. What exactly is wrong with me? The two men share a quick, obvious glance, and your frail body quivers at the gesture. Cardogo draws closer. The wind touched you, your grace, as he says. His fingers dance as if unbidden upon the flat expanse of his maimed side. The iron wind, what it touches, it changes, seldom for the better. Your changing was slow. All these years you fought it. The doctors fought it. We fought it together. The islander's voice has known of Cardago's softness. And now you have lost. You are living this life at last, and all that remains is to decide whether you will do so properly. I want to keep fighting. Aram shakes his head. Death is life's one inevitability. The battle you would fight cannot be won. Blows aimed at death is always fall upon the living. Those who say otherwise are lying, and the world around you should be proof of that. He slices the air with his hand in a swift, hard gesture. Medicine is truth applied to suffering. That is why Jalipa is no doctor. Your servant takes a half step as if to place himself between you and the surgeon and says, "Whatever you choose, your grace, I will be beside you." Then there are preparations to be made. The surgeon bows, plainly pleased that you have heard his words, then takes his leave. Cardago watches him go, then turns your way. There's work to be done, your grace, but you must rest. I will have the kitchen prepare your broth, and I will let your family know. He lingers a moment longer without saying why. What he wanted or waited goes unspoken. As he departs, a tremendous weariness overtakes you. Beyond the window, the sun has risen and the sea is restored to old grey waves crashing on a solid shore. The hours of rest have worn you no strength, and the soup sits uneasily in your stomach. Cardago dusts your face with wrath to hide its pallor, slides white gloves over your twisted hands, wraps you in a padded jacket that sloths flesh and masks the bulbous growths. He tucks and folds and buttons and at last passes you a looking glass. In your trembling grasp it shows nothing more or less than rot and sickness. You look like a corpse prepared for a funeral display. Cardago has hidden nothing. He has merely framed your condition as an euphemism that others can bear. They are waiting, he says, and he guides your chair forward. Your eyes flick across the drawing room, alighting on the vast map covering the full wall, the shining oddment of crystal and azure still whirling in a corner, the shelves of ancient tomes, the writing fire caged in the hearth. Then there are the men and women, young and old, all gazing expectantly, scores of stairs you cannot meet in a sea of unfamiliar faces. On some, fear and desperation are naked. Other guests have done better in their concealment. A neatly groomed man in a neatly fitted officer's uniform sobs messily. He is the exception. Cardago puts his hand on your shoulder and a hush falls. Your grace, the families gather. They await your words. Try to ease their fears. They know you are dying. Your family may be strangers to you now, but anyone could see their fear, namely that they will fall with you, followers that they are. You must set them free. You speak of your weakness and their strength, of the darkness you face and the bright days ahead of them. You say that a family is by definition more than one member. Too soon Your well-worn words ran out, and Cardogo ushers the crowd from the room. The officer, however, insists on saying, and your servant at last relents. Your Grace, your nephew Salvar begs a word. He withdraws a discreet distance. Salvar has everything you've lost: strength, beauty, vigor, and yet his haunted eyes, condemned eyes, are all too familiar. He bows and, thinking his face hidden, wipes it quickly with a handkerchief. As he rises, he kisses your gloved hand. Your Grace. His voice, for all his glorious tenor, quivers as if he is far weaker than he looks. You have given me so much, and now, as your end draws near, I hope at last to prove my worth. His hurried eyes dart about as he gives his little speech. How? I have discovered a wondrous opportunity, a mercantile venture in need of a leader, a man of precisely my skills, and a chance to purchase shares in the ongoing concern, preferred stock. He stumbles over the foreign vocabulary of business, but a bright, full smile spreads as he picks up steam. I can make good on what you've given me, prove that your faith was well placed. I just need a stake to put in. He means shins, of course. Tell me more about this venture. Salvar nods. Too fast. Too many times. It's not without danger. Physical danger, I mean. Which is why they need a man who can swing a sword. He is interrupted by a cough from Cardogo. The venture? Yes, well, it involves certain stable commodities that are in great demand in the oasis of Mirajolius. Strictly highest workmanship, of course, but sold here like trinkets. So you see exactly the sort of thing a sharp trader corners in the market, as they say. It sounds like you're being tricked. Salvar blanches. No, that's ridiculous. That could not be farther from the truth. This is honest and good. His words race blindly ahead. This is a lucrative enterprise. Your servant sighs audibly, the dull ache behind your eyes, the claws in your spine. Your nephew's absurd deception. All of it drags you downward. Why are you doing this? Salvar takes a step back, his eyes watering. I want to prove that everything you did for me, the schooling, the sport, my commission, these gloves, prove that it wasn't a waste. All my life I've had to pretend I deserved your love, your gift, always knowing I did it. Always hearing others laughing behind their hands. Now I can prove you were right. Prove I was worth it. Prove it to myself. From the corner of your eye, you see Cardogo shaking his head. Your nephew holds your withered hand in his long, graceful fingers. Please, I just need help one last time. Apologetically, unthinkingly he adds, it needed to be this evening. There's time. I'll need to consider. Of course, he says, nodding. The fear seems to fade a bit from your nephew's face. I promise I will make you proud. Cardogo leads him from the room. When your servant returns, he shakes his head. You have showered that boy's chance, your grace, and shared a greater wealth and wisdom. To no avail. A person can always be changed. Cardogo flinches at your words, and the scorn falls from his face. After a moment's humble silence, he eases your chair back toward your suit. It has been a long day, Your Grace. You should rest. A soporific and anodyne mist brought by Cardoco dulls the daggers that stab your nerves, and soon sweet oblivion settles over you. You awaken in the dark night with the certainty that you are not alone. Your uneven heartbeat races, and your horror-riddled eyes strive to find an intruder. Who's there? A shadow sits at the foot of your bed, illuminated by the false fire glow of a cipher around her wrist. As your eyes adjust, her face becomes faintly visible. You recognize her from the gathering. She was at the back of the drawing room, and she left before anyone else. Casca, she answers, identifying herself, though by now she knows you've seen her. Or have you forgotten me entirely? Why are you here? To pay my last respects. Casca scoffs as she shines her cipher over your withered, trembling body. That is, if I had any. No, what I want is what you've been giving my sweet, soft, rotten cousin so far of all these years. Your shins. My shins. When I'm gone, you'll be provided for. Casca nods once without saying a word, then darkens the cipher on her wrist. Without its light, the room becomes completely black, utterly silent and empty, but for the whisper of her departure and the ever-present pain within you. Weakness and throbbing pain are the morning's gifts, unblunted by the herbal broth Cardoco has brought. Death will not stop knocking. By the time the clocks cry out midday, a palsy has seized your left hand. Your servant gives you a relic to grip, some ancient creature locked in amber. It slips from your grasp and shatters on the floor. The beast flies away. At that moment, a caller is announced. Cardoco leaves, then returns visibly dismayed. The mendicant, Your Grace. Without awaiting an invitation, your visitor enters. A tall man, stiff and slender as a poker, finely dressed and bangled with ciphers. He glows with a confidant's confidence as he gives a half bow. Your Grace. At a curt nod from the mendicant, Cardoco steps out. Your guest sits beside you and takes your hand. I have heard, well, naturally not from Cardoco, but your family cannot help but share their panic with the city. The hour against which you prepared for so long has come round at last, and they who surely knew the day would come are as unready as house pets. They have leaned on you greatly, but then so have I, and so have our children. I'm here to bring your plans to completion. What do you want? The mendicant eyes you carefully, then gently nods. I know that a cloud has fallen on your mind. It would give me great joy to lift it. For many years your generosity has given you hope to the dispossessed and neglected children of the city. A long lifetime's worth of wealth has transformed what my hospice can provide. The lands alone, your old hunting preserves, and the mouths they now feed, the wrecking field at Crefton, and the honest labor of cleaning its Numenera, the campus of the hospice itself, and all the lost souls its houses. As you insisted, no one knows of these gifts but us two and your solicitor. and now I seek to drink the last dregs of your estate. Leeches, all of you. What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals? Philippe Flop. Wait, I'm really starting to worry about your mental health. In the early 2000s, there used to be a Polish comedy soap opera about policemen. And there was one French guy who was called in Polish Pierre Zonce, which translates to English approximately Pierre the farting one. Thank you. This is big Polish comedy. You may expect a big quest when I am gone. The mendicant beams with gratitude. Would that you could live to see the good your gifts will do. There is one other matter of a more personal nature. If you would permit, I would like to show you a picture of one of my wards. He unhinged a portmanteau's clasp and begins to reach in, as if in response. The shaking in your hand grows stronger. No. The mendicant acquiesces. The only hint of disappointment is a certain faintness to his smile. He rubs twice on the door to summon Cardogo, then bids you both farewell. As he leaves, Cardogo seems to speak, but you hear nothing. A gulf has opened between you and the world, full of black motes that swirl silently in the empty space. You try to say something to your servant, but you find you cannot form the words. That is when the attack begins. The palsy turning to a wild, frothing fit as black spittle sprays across your desk and Cardogo rushes forward. Then there is nothing left but the pain and the darkness, and you are all alone before it. The darkness fades, in part. The agony stays redoubled. Through a haze you see your bedroom and two men beside your bed. Cardogo is one. His hand is on your bony shoulder. His companion, proper in every punctilio, is another stranger. Your Grace. You barely hear Cardogo's voice. It is as if your ears are packed with waddling. I have brought your solicitor. The man stiffs. As you recall, Your Grace, you declined my offer to draft a will against this day. He speaks of mortgages and credit lines and accounts payable, wasting your last life on a lawyer's long-winded way of saying what little wealth you truly have left. Now you must tell me, how am I to dispose of the residuum? So we cannot give anything to the slave, which makes sense. Bestow it upon the mendicant's hospice as you have done with the rest. You can barely whisper the words, but as the final darkness creeps across your vision, You see from your servant's disgusted face and the solicitor's note that you were heard. Your life's last short span stretches almost infinitely, and in it you see hospice and the many children in its care, not all thriving. It would be impossible to hope for so much, but all bettered by your bequest. Then the image fades, and the darkness turns to golden waves lapping on the shore, and your long days are finally done. That was interesting. I don't think we can try it again. Can I? Nope. So I've changed something. I changed some of the past. This. Oh. This Mercaster is made of strange dimensions and impossible angles, spun from an unearthly metal that seems to flow as you examine it. Its branching limbs cross in a lattice that holds no clear pattern. Its surface is hot and somehow restless, as if it wants to move but cannot. Soft snaps press into the soft flesh of your palm, pulsing gently. But when you turn the device over, there's nothing there. The silent voice of the mare within sings to you, calling you to join it. Sure. Someone has twisted the Mercaster out of alignment. It would be impossible guesswork to put it in proper state again. Okay. So I cannot access it. Can I do something else with it? No. So we have it, but we don't know what to do with it. Scrolled note. 5143. This is Old World. So maybe we should go there again.
Yes.
Come on, tell me. God damn it.
Ready.
Somehow it feels that my mental health dives away with a joke. Let's go to Old World again. Old World, here. There is something with him. Again. Anything? No, so you are pointing me toward the endless gate. Do we have endless gate? Yes, it is unlocked. We can try it again. I hate you to those crash cannons all day. It's so depressing.
Let's go.
What can I tell you? I had to read that twice, to be fair. Clawing invisible fingers tug at your skin. They're drawing you into the portal, eager for the life that flows through your body, eager to keep you there. You have a bad feeling that once you step through this gate, there will be no way out except to find the one who opened it. We can try it.
Making a note.
The glowing fingers release you, perhaps knowing there is nowhere for you to go. You're within the endless gate now. You are theirs. The air is chill and moist. Screams of agony permeate the darkness around you, and you sense something watching. There is no choice but to venture forth.
That's something I could do.
Yeah. Hello. Of course, we cannot talk. We can only fight. Don't do that. Don't hit me. I'm fragile. 85%. Come on, hit him.
Nothing can stop me now.
Thank you.
I'm surrounded.
I am surrounded indeed. I hate you guys. 10%. 30. 50. 70. Please hit him. Can you? Thank you.
Time you'll touch me.
Heals intellect, heals might, heals speed, heals heal by any chance? Come on, use it. Hello? How does one heal? I have no idea. Oh, you used it. Great. Even the game lags. Please go and smack him with all your might. Oh, he didn't go there. I thought you would go and smack him. What do you mean just like potato and oil? What do you mean by just a potato? Potatoes are beautiful. The best vegetable there is. There it is. Be a pal. And don't die.
No one saw that.
You missed. Fantastic. $65 is fine. 65 is fine. Go there. Too far away. Here.
Let's go.
Thank you. Please kill this guy. Thank you. And go there. Little one. Go there.
That's the stuff.
And can you shoot him? You can. For 95. Wonderful. Leave Go away.
I don't feel happy or good.
Stop hitting Arites. I know he's annoying, but it's no reason to hit him.
Look out, villains! Trouble coming your way.
Yes.
Pick this stuff. Heal? Heal!
All right.
Arites, I have something for you. Arites. Wait. Can I split it? Can I split it? I cannot split. Can I give it to him? Oh, I can split it like this. Can you use it? On you?
What? Are we ready to go?
You can. Oh, that's
Here.
fantastic.
Now.
Maybe I should give you the other one as well, just in case you'll die. Which I think you. This is so weird.
What? Are we ready to go?
I wonder if I would heal him better. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the cultists. Do we have some kind of, I don't know, bomb? I have 2 things to restore intellect. I have this to restore speed. I use it.
Yes.
Oh, this game is so weird. I hate you. Leave out of it. Pretty please. 65.
Nothing can stop me now.
Be so kind and don't kill me.
I'm surrounded.
Can we run away? Okay, he is almost dead. At least that. I can try. Why? Oh, now you're gonna show me how far I can run. Great. Can come. How far? This far. Best we can do is this. And this misses. How far can you go? Pretty far. Leave me alone.
I like it.
Leave. Ooh. Why do you guys hit so hard? Leave Arides. Just leave us alone. Which one is it? This one. Can you get there in 1 turn? Can you kill him? Not quite.
Nothing can stop me now.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Could someone stab some healing into me?
Try killing this guy. Flank the other one. There's nothing I can do with this. I mean, it worked.
Doing dance learning. I guess. I feel like I can take on the world.
Oh, he's always there. Oh,
Blob of goo. Get out.
I think we're dead. No, I can run that much. I wonder if I can run away. Nice.
Did anybody see that? Doing dance learning. Yes.
kid got hurt. I'm gonna keep on running.
Yes.
There's even more of them.
Maybe I need another god for this. Think that's best.
No, I'm fairly sure we screwed up this fight.
Stuff.
If I run the other way, then maybe. Okay, so let's just see what will happen if I trigger the other fight. Will they just join? Yep. Okay. Yep. Nope. Yeah, it is. I don't entirely get it. How do you want me to fight? Bum, bum.
I'm ready.
Come on, guys. Really? They won't trigger.
Here comes the boredom slayer.
Why?
Of course.
Okay, that was weird. We're all gonna run away. I want this more to eat the cultists. You're not gonna make that easy for me. Wish. This is as far as I can go. And this is not putting me in a good spot at all. So I can hit you. For as much as I can. And miss. And try to stay alive. While everyone else run away. I have no idea what I'm doing whatsoever.
Alright, here I go.
I might die. Yep. I don't like this place. Your consciousness can find no escape from the fields of pain that lie beyond the endless gate. Your mind remains suffering among the suffering in a sentence that spans beyond measure. I don't like this place. But I don't want to load this save. What to save? This one, this one. I hate this place. This whole location. What we can do is we can advance the main questline because I have no idea how to do any of the side stuff. Yep. And this is first cast of Doom. We're going for a portal.
Let's go.
And if that's the case, let's advance the main plot. I'm ready to talk to Mazov. Show me the Mercaster. You are thoughtful, able student, and I hope you will remember what you learned in the tasks I set you. Be gentle with Zarian. You are violating his mind. Be true to his path. Find what you need and return without causing him harm. You have a duty to preserve his life as he intended it, if at all possible. She presses the box into your hands. Tidal energy swirls around it, drawing you in like a maelstrom. You focus on it, opening your innermost eye, and you are torn from your body. When you first open your eyes, there's only a ruddy glow and frightening shapes and shadows around you. The air is hot and stifling. As your eyes adjust, you realize you're outside, but the sky is darkened by clouds of pitch. The ruddy glow comes from lava flows as they trundle down distant mountains into the volcanic fields all around you. Sharp towers pierce the sky, tapered like the bones of a ribcage. Indeed, they look like bones in every way, as does the ground beneath you. You appear to be standing on the spine of an enormous beast. The bottom of its jaw can be seen far in the distance, half buried beneath the layer of cooled lava. Most of the bone towers look identical, but one shines from the inside with an odd blue light. The top of the glowing tower has been snapped off, and what looks like a transport hovers next to its peak. It's your transport. You are sent here to find something. Twisted bridges connect the spine to the volcanic fields around you. In one direction lie enormous formations of obsidian, arches, spires, a wall. In the other direction, a narrow pass is carved into the mountain face. The field leading to the canyon is illuminated by hundreds of glowing lights. You know this body wasn't sent to find Mazov, but Adiris said he would appear. Perhaps following through events will lead to him. Try to remember. You are in the body of Zerian Daywalker, a Jack who can speak with the dead. Indeed, now that you remember that you can feel the dead all around you. You can hear them. It takes little effort to know the stories of those who died here. You may even be able to imbue some of your life force into their corpses. Zarian is wearing a black, form-fitting suit that keeps off the worst of the heat. He carries a whip and various necromantic ornaments. Zarian was on the task for someone called the Chimera. He was sent here to find some kind of sphere. Perhaps Zarian's mission will aid you on your own. Explore the towers around. You search through tower after tower. Some of the chambers you come to are filled with piles of dead relics and broken ciphers, but nothing of value. Finally, you come across something promising. You find a staff made of some prior world metal. It's cool to the touch, unusual given the extreme temperature of the air itself, and burn marks blacken one end. Very likely this was used as a weapon. It may work again, but probably only once. You take the staff with you. Use your connection to the dead. You are in a place called the Fields of Ossifagan, and many have lived and died here, though it seems a terrible place to live. Scavengers from Sagas cliffs have been through here in recent centuries, seeking treasures of the past. Before that, it was mutants fleeing revolution after bloody revolution in a place called Haref. Before that, refugees from a village called Numenera. Before that, the Ozyphagus themselves. You see a glimmer of a powerful artifact. Hundreds of years ago, there was a battle here. Many died. 2 people, a middle-aged woman and a teenaged girl, fought over a copper sphere at the top of the glowing bone tower. Perhaps that copper sphere is what you were sent here to find? Let's go to the tower. You are at the top of the broken bone tower. Dragged bone walls act as a kind of a parapet. From here you can see the fields of Ozyphagan even better. The spine below you, the obsidian formations in one direction and the glowing fields in the front of Mountain Pass in the other. Floating just next to the tower is a hovering pod made of azure steel. A ramp leads from the parapet into the transport. Let's learn more about it. Little has happened here, but for one event that immediately becomes apparent, you see a middle-aged woman. You know her name is Amma, facing off against a young girl named Tia. Amma is hovering in the air like the transport does now. She holds a copper sphere that glows with a golden light. Angry words are exchanged, and suddenly Tia leaps off the tower and tackles Amma. The 2 of them soar through the air toward the obsidian formation in the distance. Give me a moment, I think I heard scratching on the door. Okay. Nothing scratching on the door. Go to obsidian formations. Ooh, pretty ones. Crossing the volcanic plains, we arrive at obsidian formations, massive structures of cooled, shining rock leap from the ground, curling into impossible shapes. An enormous black wall rings most of the formations, rising 100 meters out of the ground in places. The obsidian formations are dark, quiet, and desolate. A hot wind blows from magma flows farther off, but here nothing flows and nothing lives. In the distance you can see the spine and bone towers, and in the other direction the plains stop at a sheer cliff face with a mountain pass carved in between. Let's try it again. The obsidian formations did not form naturally. Creatures made of pure light, called fire wights, formed these structures out of hot flowing magma, then supercooled them into the shapes they are now. The wights were trying to get at something, or someone. You see a pair of figures atop a small flying platform. One of them holds a copper sphere that glows with a golden light. The wights tried to trap them here with their wall, but they escaped and flew toward the mountain pass. Another event occurred here. The fire wights have killed many people over hundreds or even thousands of years. These deaths culminated in the creation of something called a Gemorn, a creature of pure rage. The Gemorn has since wandered these volcanic fields with an insatiable lust for revenge, mostly against the rites that created it. You search for anything remotely interesting, but the place is barren. As you are about to leave, an orange glow reflects off the rocks ahead. An enormous pole steps in your path and the rest of the creature emerges. It's the Gemorn, a pillar of light with claws, 100 faces twist in its body. emerging, howling, then melting back into the crawling fire. The creature is easily 3 meters wide and at least twice as tall. Attack it with the staff. You aim the charred end of the staff at the center of the cairn and press the button on the side. Thunder claps in the air and a scalding beam of light strikes one of the Gemoron's faces. The Gemoron howls in pain. Its rage wasn't directed at you before, but it is now. It charges at you. You try to fire the staff again, but nothing happens. The staff is useless. Run to the spire. You run, the demon shrieks right on your tail. Your chest tightens and breathing becomes difficult when you reach the bridge leading to the spine. As soon as you step onto the bones of the great beast, the demon quiets and stops. It watches you a while. Then it turns away and returns to the obsidian formations. Let's go to the mountain pass. Oh. The mountain pass is still some distance away, but you're close enough to see that there's too much rubble at the bottom to make your way through. Spread out in front of the cliffs is a great volcanic plain. Across the entire expanse are hundreds and hundreds of creatures lit with a dim glow. It has nothing to do with the magma. You know these creatures are called fire rites. At the moment, they seem to be ignoring you. You see a group of people in tattered clothing marching through the pass and out of these fields. They are terrified, having lost many of their number to the rites. You see 2 figures riding a small flying platform, almost like a shield. Suddenly, the platform teeters and the figures fall. You can see the spot where the shield fell, and though the bodies are no longer there, you can feel their presence very strongly. And there, a short distance away, you can see where one of the figures dropped that looks like a copper sphere. Study the rites behavior. You stay near them, watching for a long time. At first, they seem to be just wandering without rhyme or reason, but then you realize that the shifts you feel in the air temperature are not random nor natural. The rites themselves are causing them. Indeed, once you figure this out, you can see how they use the temperature of the air as a kind of communication between each other. Maybe you could use this information to slip past them. I can speak to those who died here. Though there are no bodies on the surface, you can feel the dead beneath the rock, preserved by magma that has flowed over the spot over the centuries. One is a middle-aged woman named Amma, the other is a girl, but she is strangely silent. Even with your strange powers, there's nothing there to speak with. Peace. Is it better? Better. Yes, better. Oblivion. Why can't I speak with the girl? Gone, but not gone. You shudder, but it's not you who is shuddering. She woke something. Vengeance. Though no vengeance is in her. What happened to you? Buried to death. Before that, lived. Before that, died. Before that, lived and died and lived and... So many cycles, so many deaths. Before that, someone else awoke and remembered a fight, a girl, your Limnian. Though you cannot see Amma, her presence moves through you, turns your head. You see in the fields in the distance what she is talking about. The Limnian, a sphere of burnished metal lying in the rock, and you know this is what you were sent here to find. Let's animate the corpse. Reaching into the earth, you find the body called Amma and summon her forth. With uncanny strength, she crawls out from the cold rock. Though her skin is charred and rotting, a cast of tattoo is clearly visible on her head. You command her to collect the sphere, but Amma's body only makes it a short way before the rites attack her. Their hands reach inside of her, consuming what little life force you imbued her with. As they do so, the air grows intensely cold. Can I try it again? Okay, no. What if I go back here? Seek out Gamorn. Yeah, it was looking for me now. Get it to chase you. Not hard. Gauging its speed and strength, you snap your whip from a safe distance. It roars. You feel the weight of 100 people crushing your head, but you don't stop. You throw rocks at it, insult it in a handful of languages. Nothing you do hurts it, and it probably doesn't understand your words, but it understands your intentions well enough. It charges at you with great speed and intent to kill. Go to Mountain Pass. The Gamorn lets out a piercing cry. It stays right on your tail the entire way, forcing you to sprint, gasping for breath in the hot air. You can feel the Gamorn rage like a hand pressing against your back. It presses harder, squeezing your mind. The Gamorn's howl makes the ground tremble. Suddenly, the pressure releases and the air turns burning cold. You risk a glance behind you and realize you are in the center of the place leading to the mountain pass, surrounded by fire whites. The Gamorn grabs whites one at a time, tearing them in two, then tossing them aside. The whites rush forward together to defend themselves against the horrible beast. In their anger, you are forgotten and ignored. Get the sphere. With the white's attention focused exclusively on the dangerous Gamorn, it's easy for you to slip in and grab the sphere. None of the creatures notice you at all. Get the shield. The whites don't bother you as you try to pry the shield from the ground, but after a few minutes of tugging and digging, you realize it's impossible. The rock has cooled and melted and cooled again several times around the device. It's not going anywhere. Let's go to the... No, nothing to do here. Climb the tower. Enter the transport. You step aboard. The transport does not appear to have been made with adult humans in mind. There's only room enough for you to lay down, and even then you have to roll on your side and bend in your legs slightly. As soon as you have done so, the ramp recedes and the doorway disappears. Your stomach lurches as the transport takes to the sky. At first you try to peer out of the tiny portholes, but all you see is pitch black. Presumably the volcano's black clouds. Eventually, they are replaced by the black of starry sky. You try to see the land below, but it's impossible in the cramped space. Hours pass. Finally, the transport slows. Its humming ceases, and the door reappears. You step out of the transport, stretching painfully. You are in a strange cavern. Artifacts are strewn everywhere in various stages of repair or experimentation. Wall is covered by a network of displays, showing people and scenes that mean nothing to you. In the center of the room is an enormous cage made from steel tendrils that twist together at the top. The cage glows for a moment and a figure walks out. He wears a thick cloth, but his face is mostly strange. You get the impression that you are seeing a person, but you can't define what that person looks like at all. His name comes to your mind immediately, the Chimera. Took you long enough. The Chimera's voice is metallic and artificial, shifting as often as the feature of his face. His expressions slide and change, but all of them are frowning as he reaches forward and takes the sphere from you. With your unique gifts, I thought finding a dead relic would become easier. The Chimera sets the Erlimian on a nearby table with clunk. He immediately picks up a variety of scanning tools, one after the other, probing the early minion and its secrets. He seems to have forgotten about you. You look around the cavern, but there are no entrances or exits. Nowhere this Mazov could be except for the cage. Examine the cage. You take 2 steps toward the cage, but the moment you reach your hand toward it, the Chimera stops you with a bark. What do you think you're doing? Your mission is complete. I have no purpose for you out there. Where's Mazov? I need to speak with him. Mazov? The Chimera's altering voice slips from baritone to falsetto in rapid series of notes. A dozen different eyes narrow with suspicion. I'm not sure that Tinkerer could tell you anything useful, but I think of no reason to deny you. The Chimera turns and slides a hand along one of the metal tendrils. Although no discernible interface appears, he presses his fingers against the metal twice, and the cage begins to glow. The Chimera turns his attention back to the sphere, indicating you should enter the cage with a dismissive wave. 2 of the metal tendrils become a kind of doorway. One on the other side, Mazov squats on some sandy alien shore. Stars twinkle in the sky behind him, but there are no stars you recognize. He picks up his head as though he heard something. Then he turns around to face you. One of his eye sockets is artificial, alternately projecting a human eye, a snake's eye, and something even more alien the time he looks you over. He looks like a shipwreck survivor, bare-chested, ragged pants, ragged beard. If so, he's better fed than you would expect. Zerian? What the hell do you want? Where are you? He spreads his arms in mock welcome. I'm on a goddamn beach having the time of my life. What looks like I am? What the hell did you want? You're not in the Chimera's hideout. Where is that place? A resonance chamber has been smashed. I need to know how to fix it. He puts a hand to his chin, all anger and suspicion gone in the face of a puzzle. Well, it ain't that hard if you know the basics. The chamber's crystal, yeah? So it's grown, not built. So long as the chamber's core is intact, it should know how to grow itself. You just need a catalyst to... Why do you want to know this? The resonance chamber's only good for... Who sent you? Why are you after this? I'm trying to stop the sorrow from hunting us. I don't know how it would stop the sorrow and a great many other things. I don't know how, but the changing god's trying to use you. If the chamber's fixed, nobody benefits but him. You can't trust them more, that bastard says. How would the resonance chamber benefit the changing god? The resonance chamber's only good for one thing. And that's snuffing us out. The changing god plans to use it to merge all of us, every cast of that still lives, back into his body. That's his plan for stopping the sorrow. Look, I don't know who you are, or what part in this is, but you cannot let him activate the chamber. You need... He glances over his shoulder at something in the cavern, though when you turn, you see nothing there. The first is alive. And she's got her own plan for the chamber. One that won't kill us all. Our sire has a new cast of body that he plans to use a catalyst for the chamber, but the first has a better plan. Something that won't snuff out every last one of us. Look for her in the bloom. Just make sure you don't... Before he can finish, you feel a wrenching twist in the center of your body, like your heart is being wrung dry. Your vision tunnels back and you feel as though your body were being sucked through a steel pipe. You're being pulled out of the mare, and it's far more painful than it ever was before. The muzzle of the cave and everything else disappears. That's not right. You plant your head on the icy floor and push, staggering up to your feet. Every inch of your body aches as though you've been crushed in a massive hand. The spectre stands before you, impassive. It may be your imagination, but he seems more solid than before. A phantom tendril coils around your forehead, cool and soothing. You find yourself staring at your hand, your solid, real hand. Across from you, the spectre is still transparent. The tendril tightens once, as if in confirmation or warning. Then the sensation is gone. You are alone here with the spectre once more. He is waiting for you to speak. Frowning now. Collect your thoughts first. You concentrate, struggling to gather your thoughts, but they roll through your head like hot sand. The spectre sighs, seeming less solid now than he was a moment ago. We need to talk. I have something I've been meaning to tell you. You see, I haven't been completely honest with you. I am not part of you. You're part of me. I created you. I'm the changing god. I've been wondering where you were. Here all along. Now I know this is a lot to take in. It means this body of yours is actually mine. I lived it for years, and now that we know the first is alive, I need it back. And what would happen to me? A good question. Once you give me my body back, your thoughts would be pushed to the back of my mind. It would be frightening for a moment. Disorienting, maybe, but not painful. And then our thoughts would merge. You'd become a part of me again. And that's it. No, give me back my body. No, this is my body, not yours. I knew you would say that, but let's get this straight. I lived in this body, I made it for a purpose. And now you say a wisp of a life outweighs my centuries of experience? Or maybe you think that my first cast-off has a better way, Some magical solution to live out your full existence without prize? I promise you, she has no such thing. She has always only killed to get what she wants. Her self-interest is just as strong as yours and mine. The only difference between the three of us is that I am real. You wouldn't exist if it weren't for me. Well, you don't exist apart from me. Everything you are is a byproduct of my skills, my intellect, my experiences. And now that I have the chance to stop the sorrow, to save us all, you refuse me? Who the hell are you? The new owner of this body. It was never yours to take. No, let me tell you what you are. You're an accident of fate, a parasite in the mind I built. You are a child. I don't want to destroy you, but I will if I must. Give me control. No. Then I'll take it. Tidal energy pours from the air around you, flowing into the spectre. The ground itself slips around your feet, holding you in place. You feel your grip on your body, your mind slipping by finger lengths. You are diminishing. He is winning. You search your mind, your heart and memories for something that will loosen his hold on you. I found the book of singing thorns. I read the inscription. You've fallen far from where you began. The spectre looks briefly surprised, and color bleeds from his flickering frame. He grows under his breath. I've never forgotten what happened to her. Not once. His outline blurs, becoming hazier. Pull your feet free. You struggle against the ground even as it creeps up your legs, but can't free yourself. I'm going to rip you out of my mind. His expression hardens. You won't live that long. In another few minutes, your mind will be tattered wisps of thoughts fading into the air. You are trapped. Turn the tides against the spectre. The spectre's eyes widen as you straighten, gathering the threads of the tides in your hands. You raise them before you. Don't! The spectre growls, but you ignore him. Wrenching the threads apart, agony explodes in your mind, lashing through your body, damaging essential parts of you. And the spectre as well. With a shuddering gasp, he stumbles backwards, fading in and out of visibility. The pressure of your mind dwindles and ends. Fine. If you're so intent on stopping the sorrow on your own, handle it. Let's see how you handle what's in store without my help, my guidance. Then he fades completely, but speaks again. His voice is coming from all around you, from every corner of your mind. He's not gone, only hidden himself in your mind. I wasted my time trying to reason with you. That won't happen again. As the portal closes behind you, something feels off. It only takes you a second to realize the spectre is gone. It is quieter now, in the calm of your mind. But he's not truly gone, is he? You can still feel him out there, watching, waiting. Perhaps for a moment of weakness in which to strike.
All right.
And with that, I think I'll end this here.
I'm going.
Yeah. Oh, you also want to go to sleep? That's good. Ready?
Ready.
Okay, I did not expect him. But I really don't want to continue with OBS acting out like this. So, thank you very much. I hope you'll have a good night's sleep. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. With fixed whatever is happening. Thank you for staying today. Good night.